You ever notice how the people who scream, "No one is above the law," get real quiet when it's one of their own? Let's talk about Adam Schiff. You guys gotta check this video out.
What's up, guys? Spenny. It is an unjust world, but sometimes people get exactly what they deserve. And that may be happening right now with Adam Schiff, who lied about his primary residence. And while you may say, well, why does that matter? It matters because if you're someone like Adam Schiff and you represent California, and you claim to have a primary residence there, and then you claim to have another primary residence in Maryland, you're able to get a ton of tax breaks. You're able to get better mortgages. You're able to save yourself tens of, if not millions of dollars every single year. It's a big deal. And of course, it's illegal and no one is above the law.
Primary residence, the guy had two primary residences on paper. That's not just a lie, that's a federal tax break with the cherry on top. Let's keep going, guys. Make sure liking the video, hitting the subscribe button.
There's a obvious timeline of this and a considerable amount of documentation that Adam Schiff, who is now the senator from California, who's one of the single most despicable liars in all of Congress, did in fact lie on his mortgage applications. And of course, you can see right here the mortgage of this property is the principal residence. And Adam Schiff is now trying to worm his way out of it. Unfortunately for Adam Schiff, there's not only a paper trail, but there's also a president in office that has a pretty impressive social media following. And that president is saying Adam Schiff is a thief. He should be prosecuted, just like they prosecuted me and everybody else. And the only
Yep.
difference is we're totally innocent.
So this goes back to my intro really quick, guys. They sit there and they try to tell you that Trump's the bad guy. They try to sit there and they tell you he's the corrupt guy. He's the guy that gets tax breaks. He's the guy helping the bigger guy, right? But I feel like we won't see CNN, we won't see MSNBC, NBC, ABC. We won't see any of these people talking about this because they get really quiet when it's one of their own, right? When it's time to prosecute someone for actually doing a crime, they tend not to show up. I want to know why that is. If you praise, and praise that you want to be right, that you want to do everything right, but when it's time to prosecute one of your own, you just can't do it. You're just silent. You don't do anything about it. If you go look on NBC, MSNBC's YouTube channel right now, every 45 minutes they're posting something about Trump and Epstein, but they're not posting anything about this Barack Obama thing. They may do one video every 7 days about it with Trump. Let's keep going, man.
But Adam Schiff is not. Breaking news: Adam Schiff is now under criminal investigation and may, well, spend the next
Good.
30 years in prison. I don't know. That would be the maximum penalty. He and Letitia James, ironic, isn't that, are both under federal investigation for the same thing, mortgage fraud. Investigation follows criminal referrals.
And these are the same exact people that is saying the system is screwing and scamming you and taking advantage of you. They go and try to take advantage of the same exact system. But if you search up these people's net worth, they don't have to do that, right? They want to tell the taxpayer that the system's scamming you while the taxpayer is doing everything right, paying taxes, not claiming they have two residencies or whatever, that they're getting scammed while they scam the. Come on, man. And then they continue to scam the taxpayer. Man, it's just a big long loop. That's all it
Alleging that the
is.
senator falsified bank documents for a favorable loan term. Oh no, let's read. Senator Adam Schiff is under criminal investigation for mortgage fraud, a Trump administration source tells Fox News. Fox News host Laura Ingraham broke the news on Thursday night, saying that the source said a criminal investigation was being conducted in the U.S. Attorney's Office in Maryland. Possible charges involve mortgage fraud. The investigation comes a month after a story broke from the Federal Housing Agency, sending criminal referral to the Department of Justice alleging that Schiff has multiple instances falsified bank documents and property records. This is exactly what they went after Trump for in New York. The irony is just delicious, and fate loves irony. In 2001, affidavit signed by California Congressman Schiff certified the property in Maryland is his primary residence. Schiff also owns a condominium in Burbank, California, that he also claims is his primary residence. And of course, you're going to be able to get a ton of different tax breaks and better mortgage rates, and so on with your primary residence, huge write-offs and homesteader, all of these things, right? It's like how the system works. Schiff's office did not immediately respond. Here is the breaking news.
An update on an Ingram Angle exclusive. A Trump administration source telling the Angle that a criminal investigation of Adam Schiff is underway, conducted by U.S. Attorney's Office in Maryland for possible charges involving mortgage fraud. Now, this follows the story we broke last month when the Federal Housing Finance Agency sent a criminal referral to the DOJ alleging that Schiff, in multiple instances, falsified bank documents and property records to acquire more favorable loan terms.
So I'm gonna tell you guys how smart Trump really is. This is the exact thing that they went for. They went after Trump for in New York. This is delicious. This type of payback right here puts a smile on your face. This makes you sleep better at night. The same exact thing. You got all the judges going down. You got all the prosecutors going down. Shifty shift going down. It's
and a
crazy.
2011 affidavit signed by the then California congressman, he certified that a property in Montgomery County, Maryland, is his primary residence. He also owns a condo in Burbank, California, which he's also claimed is his primary residence, and said so in 2023 during his campaign for Senate.
I think just about every member of Congress has a residence in their state and a residence back in D.C. since we're in session much of the week. And people make a family decision where they're going to have their kids. But our principal residence, our primary residence is in California. It always has been and always will be.
As you know, Nuvia gives you your final permanent teeth in 24 hours. In the old way,
Well, Senator Schiff has not responded to us about these allegations, but we were able to find a statement that his campaign spokesperson gave to CNN back in 2023. She said that the Burbank condo is his primary residence, but Adams, California and Maryland addresses have been listed as primary residences for loan purposes because they're both occupied throughout the year and to distinguish them from a vacation property. Well, the law does not work that way. Let me just say that, but nice try. Look, it's anyone's guess what happens next, but we're going to stay on this story.
Well, I have a feeling I know what happens next. One, the internet is going to celebrate, and it already is. This is effing beautiful. Adam Schiff is under criminal investigation for mortgage fraud. Everyone, it's happening. Everybody in my timeline is celebrating this right now. Adam Schiff. Uh-oh. Nobody is above the law, right? No one is above the law. This is my entire feed. Let's go. This case is open and shut. Attorneys in Maryland are zeroing in on the false affidavit. You know, you could spend a lot of time in prison if you were to get this through trial and then were able to charge Adam Schiff with the defrauding of the taxpayer and the lying on federal documents. This is lying on federal loan documents. This is exactly what they charged Donald Trump with.
Exactly.
No, it is. It's delicious.
The same exact system that tried to take down President Trump is finally looking in the mirror. And this time, the villain's name is Adam Schiff. Not fiction, not theory, just facts and fraud. Let me know what you guys think about this pretty quick video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And as always, let me know what you react to. We out.